Welcome to part 4 of Mega Man 6. So we're still going through Mr. X's castle. And, God, I hate Mr. X1. Only because of the vertical climbing that we had to do for this part. But, it's over now, so I guess I don't hate it anymore. But you get the idea. Like all the previous Mega Man games in the series, it is best that you keep all of your weapon energies intact. Mega Man 5 had a mystery tank, or a M tank, or whatever the hell it's called. And it refueled all of your energy when you wanted. And I used it during the boss rush, because from that point on, I could use every ability as I wished, and it would be beneficial and great. But in this game, they didn't bring back the M-Tank, at least I don't think they did. I can't find an M-Tank anywhere, so, you know, you gotta be careful with your energy here. This boss is two platform machine things that are going along these rails, and Fire Blast from Flame Man is the way to go. Just shoot the sides of them with the Flame Blast, and they'll go down rather quickly. I think Tomahawk works pretty good too, but we're gonna want to save Tomahawk for Mr. X2. Mr. X. Did anyone watch Arrested Development? I think you might get what I'm doing when I go, Mr. X. Anyway, X2 is great because it starts off with a recharge for the weapon you just used. Boom! Fire Blast filled. Okay, so they want us to keep our weapons right now. That's good. Mr. X is very considerate. His fortress is pink. I have nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. And this place is a tight squeeze. There's spikes everywhere, and you can't jump too high, but you gotta jump, you know? It's not fun. So at this point, I'm gonna whip out the Jet Mega Man and make traversing around so much better. And you need it if you're gonna survive, because there's a lot of jumps Mega Man just can't make. He's just not gonna make them. Now you see where the bottom black holes are, and now there's spikes in these holes. The yellow with the black holes inside of it, that's a hole. So you gotta hover over it. It's a hidden hole, but you gotta look out, you know. Do not fall for their trickery, or else Mr. X will dominate the world. These skull enemies, they try and jump at you and run at you, but they're pretty easy to fight and kill. Which is all good. Remember, don't fall in the bottomless pits, because they're not fun to fall in. And Metools, they've actually downgraded from what they've been in 3 and 4 and 5. In 5, they split into mini Metools. In 6, they are just shooting 3 shots like they did in the first game. Even in Mega Man 2, they walked around. Well, anyway, here is the boss of X2, and X2 has a machine that's going up and down the wall, and it's hitting the wall so much that the ceiling is raining rocks. And he's shooting pellets at you, so I'm not gonna lie, it can be pretty hard to dodge all these attacks, and you might have to use an energy tank if you're unlucky, like I have been when I practiced the match. All you want to do is get a good angle, shoot that Tomahawk, because it goes straight and then up, and you should be fine fighting the thing. It's not too difficult with the Tomahawk blade. And now we're in X3. Mr. X. And X3 starts off, you know, with a free man, protected by 2 crumbling blocks and those spike things that are oh so fun. I'm just gonna skip it, because, you know, I don't care. I'm not the guy to waste all my lives. At least, I'm cocky enough to think I'm not. Those ground enemies that shot the pellet just now, they can only be shot and defeated with a charged up Power Buster. And Jetman, as you know, cannot charge his Power Buster, so you're best just flying over them, or if you want to switch out and turn into Mega Man to shoot him, be my guest, but, you know, it's pretty tricky. And this part is really hard. This is probably the hardest level in the whole game, in my opinion. Mainly because of spikes on the roof, bottomless pits on the bottom, and these platforms work where there's two sets of 2, and if you step on one, the other platform goes higher, you know? Yours goes lower, the other goes higher. It's one of those contraptions, and my god, it is really annoying to play with. I don't know why there's a path like that down there with spike enemies and crushing blocks, considering it leads to the same place and it's no reward at all. I guess they're trying to trick first-time players, but you know. Don't go that way. It's not a good way to go. But yeah, keep whipping out your Jet Mega Man, because you are going to need him. Falling is very easy, especially when you got enemies flying in every direction, shooting in every direction. And, Jesus. I'm gonna take the hits just so I can get by, because I hate having to switch to Mega Man and Jet Mega Man on the fly. Every time you switch to a new form, they always make you go to that fucking screen where they watch Rush morph with Mega Man, and I'm thinking, you gotta switch so many times, why? So I gotta keep hammering the A button every time I go to switch a character. It's kind of annoying. Anywho, here's X3, and X3 is pretty simple enough. I'm whipping out the Blizzard attack, for that is the boss's weakness. And the boss is a Metool. But this Metool is special. He is controlling a giant mech enemy that is shooting energy balls, easy to jump over. And that's it, really. Oh, and the energy balls can either shoot straight or bounce. But pretty much... Holy shit, I forgot you can, like, stand... I forgot you could stand under those energy shots. Oh my god. But yeah, Blizzard takes... The Blizzard attack makes quick work of this Metool in a mech. Metool in a mech. I like that. Well, folks, we've reached the end of the line. We finally reached the final fortress, the final area of Mr. X. Do you think we can do it? Well, what am I talking about? I'm the one doing it. And yes, we will be able to do it, because I rock. I'm filling up the Blizzard attack because, of course, we're going to need all the weapon energy. Because if I know Mega Man games, this game's going to have another boss rush. It wouldn't be a Mega Man game if it didn't. Though, if you're going to put a boss rush in the game, make it so there's no load times. Mega Man X7. Just saying, I rented that not too long ago, and I was pretty pissed off at the boss rush. But we're not playing X7, now are we? Again, Mega Man is the only person who can slide, not the Jet or Powered devices. So, you know, if you need to slide under places, regular Mega Man's the way to be. And look, another energy tank! I think that's like 8 now? How many do I have? Dear Jesus. These orange capsules at the bottom shoot eggs. Oh, I have 9 energy tanks. Well, these orange columns shoot eggs, which then hatch into evil birds that try to run into you. Think of them as evil beets. And, you could fight them with beet, I guess, but beet's not reliable. I wouldn't rely on him too much. In fact, I don't think I ever brought him out during this game, so, sorry I didn't show him off, but he's pretty much the exact same thing as he was in Mega Man 4. He flies with you, he'll run into enemies, he wastes energy every time he runs into an enemy, you know, he's beat. He does his job, but he's not strong against any kind of boss. He's not really useful for anyone, so I don't know. You can unlock him, but there's really no point. Cowboy enemies. Always fun. Always fun. Of course, there were 2 paths to reach this area, and I took the lower, quicker path, because that's how I roll. There's an energy tank there, but I've got 9, so I really don't think I need it. If I need more than 9, then I have a biggest problem. I shouldn't be gaming. This pit is really hard, though. You got turrets everywhere, you got eggs popping out, birds flying at you. It can get a little hectic. But nevertheless, we've reached X! I really hope this isn't like Dr. Wily has forced X to work for him because he has his daughter kidnapped. Or I really hope Mr. X isn't a robot Dr. Wily created, because that would be stupid. Here's Mr. X, folks! Fire Blast is his weakness. He rolls back and forth. I think the spikes on the bottom kill you in instant hit, so you don't want to roll under there. He shoots energy balls that go down and then split apart. All you have to do is jump, but don't jump into the machine. Fire Blast makes quick work of Mr. X. My scheme for world domination has failed! But I still have enough power to destroy you! What the fuck?! Wait a minute! Let the final battle begin! Dr. Wily, dressed up as Mr. X... I'll go on about this in part 5. Jesus!